All these are national championship games.
Yes, Atul, and we are live.
Wow. Hello guys, welcome back to our Chess Olympiad channel. Here with me, Nandhini is here, and we are going to have more fun today. Welcome back. Today's Chess Olympiad live stream is all about our youngest national women's champion of India, that is Divya Deshmukh. Yes, Nandhini?
Yes, Divya Deshmukh, who is just 16 years old, and she won the Women's Senior Championship.
Yes, and it's a big feat, I must say, for such an youngster, and like the way she has played.
She's also the second teenager, is what I read. She's the second teenager after Hampi Koneru to actually achieve this.
Wow. And I hope that I know that she will be one of the youngest grandmasters also from India in women's section. Because as you mentioned about Hampi, she also became a grandmaster, if I'm not wrong, at the age of 15 or something. She was one of the youngest grandmasters. So Divya is already a woman grandmaster, but I'm talking about like normal grandmaster. Like normal means
grandmaster, just grandmaster.
Yes, grandmaster.
Right. Yeah, but I think it will take a little time for that. She has to, first IM title and
yes, it will take time, but she is fighting for that for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And she will be representing. She will be representing our team India in Chess Olympiad, which is going to start in just few days. If I am not like calculating wrong, it is just in 14 days. They will be playing their first move on the chessboard, and I hope that they will bring gold. Only gold matters to us.
Yes, definitely. Like we won the gold in the Online Olympiad, which we can actually mention that Divya was a part of the Indian team that won the gold medal in the Online Olympiad that was held last year. Was it last year or before that? 2020, I guess.
2020 it was
2020.
held. This year we don't have any. Means last year we didn't.
So yeah, so we have Prince in the chat. Welcome, as well as Arya. Nice to have you guys. I'm sure I'm sure that you guys will, at least if you join us on every stream of ours, you'll get to see some new games which you have not seen earlier.
Yeah.
At least about Aryan, I know he doesn't practice much, so for him this is actually practice.
And one more thing I would like to say, that we are at 969 subscribers, guys. Only with your help we can reach 1000 subscribers very soon. So as I mentioned earlier, चाहे जो भी हो जाए, इस चैनल को 1000 तक लेके चलो. वो ओलंपियाड के पहले हम 1000 होने चाहिए, and that's very like important, and so that we will be able to reach more people also, and we can do some other things also if you have 1000 subscribers. So do help us to reach, and just like the stream and subscribe to the channel if you are new here.
Yes. All right. Shall we go forward?
Yes, Nandhini. Let's see.
Okay. So first we will begin with 1 minute. Let me get our. Yeah. We'll first begin with a game from the Online Olympiad, which is a very short game. Atul and I, we have both seen this game live, and I think we both have had an analysis of this. I know at least on our own channel. So yeah, we'll begin with this game. It's a very short game, and let's just have a look at it and have fun. So the game began e4. Oh, sorry, I played d4 by mistake. e4, natural habit. e4, e5, knight c3, knight c6, bishop c4. Trying to play the Vienna. So what really happens whenever bishop c4, knight c3 are played first? You keep an option to go knight f3 or to go f4. So those are options white keeps open.
That's a very important factor, which point you are talking about, because if f4 comes in on the board, then you can even get the king's gambit positions.
Yes, exactly.
Bishop is already there on this diagonal, so
exactly. For the bishop. So white just keeps options open, and that's what she's doing.
And one more thing I would like to mention, that in king's gambit, I have seen many players play d5. So that option from the black side is also excluded from this
That's
variation.
right. That's right. So bishop c4 is just top, like it controls d5 secure with 3 pieces, and it seems all very good for white, not allowing d5.
Yeah.
So yes, so here black continued g6. Just, I mean, this is just regular development. Bishop g7, d6, and g7 castling. That's
But I
usually
will
the
prefer,
structure.
okay, I have played this thing, and I prefer bishop to c5 in this kind of positions without
Bishop to c5,
thought.
yeah.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
looks more
Also
like
considering that white has f4 ideas, I would prefer my bishop on c5.
yeah.
That's right. Okay, so anyway, g6 is also normal though. So, and here again, she goes d3. She's not really developing the knight, pushing the pawn, not showing any ideas. d3.
She's waiting.
Yes. Bishop g7. And here, the wait is over. So here, she plays a move which you wouldn't expect. I remember watching this and I'm like, okay, out of the blue, she doesn't go for any, bishop development, doesn't go for any knight development, f4, but she rather goes h4 and says, well, I'm just going to go and blast. Directly goes
Yeah.
h4. Very similar to what we saw yesterday with
Yeah.
Nihal Sareen's games. But that's what the young generation does now. So directly h4.
They just want to crush their opponents.
Exactly. So h4 is looking forward to go h5 and take advantage of the Pianchito over here. So black went knight f6, controlling h5, but Divya didn't care, and Divya went h5. And after knight h5, it's a pawn
Sorry,
sack.
excuse me, I'm having some bites.
No worries. So this is a pawn sack, of course, but he says that's not enough. I'm going to give up an exchange too, and she goes through h5.
Yeah, this is actually maybe we can explain a little bit, because why she has played h4, h5 is to open up this side of the board, right? And after playing h5, if black captured on h5, and if you don't capture the knight, then your sacrifice will be waste.
Yes.
So basically, she is like saying that I just want to open up the king side and attack your king. Do whatever you want to do.
Yes, and it seems like actually after the capture, which happened, then the bishop has to develop somewhere and you can just castle even if that's required. It's very fast. And
Correct.
here you gain a tempo also because it's like threatening a checkmate. So here black, I think, made a mistake and went castling, which seems
But
like, okay, I'm going to
what
castle and
else
defend.
was the option? That is also a little bit which I would like to know.
Yeah, what else is the option is, I remember this. Actually, I checked it out that time. So what else is, if you notice this position, white is really up in development, right? So the
Yes.
compensation white is having for the exchange is the development advantage.
Correct.
So over here, I remember black should be playing d5 and open up for the bishop. I kind of remember that. So let's say let's say knight d5 or bishop d5, it depends.
Bishop
Let's say
d5.
knight
Let's
d5.
capture. Yeah,
Knight d5 is bishop e6, and this I remember very much. And bishop d5, honestly, maybe now castle. I don't know if that makes a difference because I don't see any other way. There's queen e7, bishop g5. Maybe castle, but I remember seeing this because you get an extra, development.
Bishop is opened up. Basically, that is the thing. And knight h3, if this kind of move is played, we can even capture bishop into h3 to reduce some pieces.
Exactly. That piece will be very important, and we'll see that in the game. So, okay. So, castling happened, and
you develop the bishop with
bishop g5 again with a tempo, and then there's bishop f6. Like, okay, I mean, black. We can't really comment on black now because that position looks bad. Black is trying, but it's not enough. So try to exchange the bishop. But Divya said, okay.
My camera is stuck or what? No, it is not stuck.
So, no, you're fine. So here Divya said, all right, I'm not going to trade because what happens, what black is hoping for is capture. And actually black is doing fine. I think there's queen g6 and going for a trade. Black is doing very fine in this position, right? Everything's well defended. But obviously Divya did not go for that. Divya said, I'm just going to continue development. Now you captured, I capture. Let's just show that on the board. And there's an unstoppable checkmate over here. So basically Divya has just played with gaining a tempo, developing her pieces in this game. Along with the crazy h4, h5 idea. I think they complemented each other very, very well. And yeah, I mean, what can black do? Black just went knight b4, saying I just want to maybe capture the rook. Does not have much to
Yeah,
do. And
but
it is an
Divya, he
online
used to say
game.
like, okay, if you want to capture my rook, you can capture it, no issues.
Yes. Also
I'm
to
going to take your
consider
king.
another thing, I remember I think the opponent was very low on time already because she's in trouble. And this is
And
an
it was
online
rapid
game.
game.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think rapid meaning I think 10-15 minutes each.
Mhm.
So there's hardly any time on the clock. So she just went knight b4, trying out her chances. And let's ask the chat their move now, I think. Let's see if anybody can guess the move here.
Yes, yes.
White to move.
बहुत चालाक लोग हैं जिनकी बुद्धि बहुत तेज चलती है. बताओ मुंह क्या खेलोगे यहाँ पे? Let's see whether you can find out the move here.
Oh, we have Aryan, Anish, Rushil in the
Okay.
chat. Nice, nice.
Yeah. That's why I said like very smart people are there in the chat. So let's see whether they can get it. And guys, keep liking the stream. Okay. On this stream, we need to have at least 100 likes. Come on. Until you tell us the move, I will have another bite of my croissant with chocolate.
Yeah, you're just here to make all of us living in India very jealous, right, Atul?
Yeah.
Okay. Long castles of King D2. Huh, interesting.
Okay, Prince has already mentioned. Let's see what else is there.
I think Prince is wanting to just defend the pawn with King D2 and long castle. I think those moves are also really good.
F4, I don't think so. Because F4 is not lining with your
the idea. Unnecessary,
attack, yeah.
Right? Unnecessary move. But a long castle King D2 look good. It aligns with the idea of getting the rook into the game. So yes, those are good moves, definitely. But at this point of time, Divya played a more positional move, which you guys, if you just positional and attacking, how do you put it? She's just improving her pieces. She didn't really care about sacrificing more material over here.
Rushil is kind of close. Rushil is kind of close.
You're close, but not there yet.
Yeah, but his idea is similar, I'm saying.
Yeah.
He wants to attack the bishop, but Divya did not attack with Queen h6 because Queen h6 if you play, then maybe black can play Bishop g7 and attack the white king.
Let's play it out. Queen h6, maybe Bishop g7. You capture, I capture. Yes, definitely possible. And then again, you have to retreat your queen. So instead of that, she went with Queen h4. So the bishop is still pinned. The bishop can't move, and the bishop is kind of attacked. And now, yes, if there is King g7 trying to defend, then we have Queen h6, Bishop f6,
and followed. And Queen g7 checkmate is also there.
Exactly. So that's the point. With after Queen h4, this bishop is kind of, I think it's game over, cannot be defended. So the opponent went knight into c2 check, King d2, knight into a1, and after Bishop f6, Queen f6. It is
almost checkmate now. She gave up the queen, but it is not going to help.
Yes, but the point is Queen f6, d6, Queen is gone, you got some material.
Wait. Here we can ask them to find out
let's see.
Idea.
I mean, there are 100 ideas probably here. So let's see if you can find out Divya played. Let's see if you can find out Divya played. Let's put it that way.
One cute idea is there for the checkmate. I hope that they will find it.
They will. They'll definitely find it. There you go. Rushil has already found it.
क्या बात है? I think Rushil is a very good player. The way he is finding out the moves, he was even close to Queen h4 move also.
Yes,
I think he is a good player. Rushil, can you please tell us, are you a regular player or a rated player? What kind of player you are?
How much I know Rushil, I don't think he has played on the board, but he plays online a lot.
Okay, online. I thought like maybe he has played some rating tournaments.
I don't know now if he has played, but I thought he hasn't. I know him from Twitch because he used to be on my Twitch streams.
And one more thing, Rushil, you can even tell us, are you the product of Samay Raina? Like product means like because of his like chess craze, you can say. Many people have joined chess. It is a very good thing. Actually, many non-chess players actually joined because of Samay Raina, and chess will be always like indebted because of Samay Raina's contribution to chess. And I hope that you are one of them if you are very new to chess.
And yeah.
Okay,
So,
chess.com is in 2000, Chess 2000 FIDE not rated. Okay, fine. So you will get rating if you play in FIDE rated tournament for sure.
yeah, definitely. Okay, so Prince has also got the moves over
Knight
here.
d5, knight g5,
Knight
two moves are
d5,
there.
knight g5, perfect. I think the idea is the same. One
Yeah.
move after the other move, right? The order does not probably matter that much. So yes, knight d5. Idea is knight e7, and that is a checkmate.
Checkmate, yeah.
So
Very cute checkmate it will be. Means I
yes,
always try to checkmate my opponent with the manner pieces or a pawn, but they always resign.
Same thing happened in this game, and Mungzul resigned in this position. But let's see what really is happening. If there's rook e8, I think there are different moves, but now knight g5, and then this should be over. I think.
Yeah, I mean, like it is a game over only already. It's not like it is not going to get over. But I'm just saying, like, very cute way to
Yes,
checkmate your
knight
opponent with the
d5,
knight.
just using more and more pieces. I mean, that's the point. She has just made use of all her pieces in this game, and the ones that were sleeping, she just gave them up. She didn't care about them, and the ones she made use of them very nicely, and a very cute game, instructive game. So yeah.
Very interesting. And we will be moving to her national championship games, guys, where she played really interesting games, and we will be looking at some of her games against our Indian team members only.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah,
Actually,
means she has played many international tournaments. It's not like she has not played out like other tournaments or something. But we thought like why not take the games from our national championship, which she
right.
has played
She
really
won
well.
the national championship at such a young age, so I think
So
have a
we thought
look
like
at a game from there,
how
right?
she won the national championship, her important games. We have decided to check it out today. So
Yes.
no offense with other Indian teammates.
Yes.
It is just the way she played. It's really interesting and fascinating to us. That's why we have selected these games. So
Yes.
Nandhini, let's go to
Let's
the next
hop on. Actually,
Yeah.
the game we'll check out is against Bhakti Kulkarni, and that is my own statemate, and she's part of the Olympiad A team.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And
yeah,
here Rushil is saying like he joined before but followed him when he streamed with it first time. Wow, cool.
nice,
Obviously,
nice.
Vidit is a big inspiration for all of us, not only for anyone. Like I have seen Vidit, and he has always inspired me since childhood, you can say, from his childhood. And recently, I met Vidit, and like looking at his games live in Prague was very uplifting for me. That experience, and maybe because of that, I was motivated to play well in my next tournaments.
Definitely. Okay.
Yeah. We will have Vidit Gujarati special also.
Yes, and why is Arvind not playing Prince? It's all about the ratings. If somebody else has crossed him and he did not get into the team, so it's all about the ratings right now. The teams are selected by ratings, not by a specific selection tournament or any other way, just on ratings. Arvind did not qualify with ratings probably, and that's why he's not there.
And his rating was not.
I think it dropped also, right? He dropped.
Dropped
So
also.
there were others who crossed him, and yeah, that's how we have the team. Okay, so hi Kani, welcome. Okay, so let's begin with this game. So here Divya is playing the black pieces. Previously we saw Divya playing the white pieces. And the game went e4, c5. So we have the Sicilian. And as we know Bhakti went with c3. It's her style of play. And probably the Alapin. And I think Atul will have more idea about these structures as the black player.
Recently, you will not believe this thing. In my last tournament, two of my opponents who were grandmasters, they played Alapin against me. They did not go for the main line. I don't know why, but I got crushed. That's also like I did not expect that thing from them. I did not even prepare Alapin against them. I was preparing main lines, and then they played Alapin. It is a very positional, slow line. If you want to play slow games against Sicilian player, then it is the
Yes.
perfect opening for you. Like you can
Yes.
just slow down everything. And many a times, like Sicilian players don't like
Not
to
to
play
slow
slow.
down. Don't like to slow down.
They want to play dynamic position. If you throw pieces on them, they will be very happy. But if you are
Yeah.
not throwing anything, if you are playing very positional, then it becomes difficult for Sicilian, means hardcore Sicilian players to play this kind of line. So this is a very strong opening where
Yes.
it is fundamentally very good. The
Yeah.
fundamentals, so we always talk about fundamentals of the opening, means center control, developing the pieces and everything. It's very important. But okay,
Yeah. So
there
white
is a
has
very
ideas
title.
of d4. That's a basic thing. Just like the
Yeah.
Guico piano where you go c3, d4. Very similar structure for white. And Rushid is asking if we are going to Chennai. Yes, we are going to be going to Chennai. Yes, we
Yes.
are.
From 27th of July, we will be getting live coverage right from Chennai. We will be showing you many things, and we will show you the tournament venue, the players, how they are doing, their hotel. We will see many things there because we will be there around the players in the tournament hall. Not only our Indian players, we will be showing you top class players like the world chess champion Magnus Carlsen also, and many other players like
Yes.
Anish Giri is going to be there, everybody's favorite. Then
Lots of players.
Duda is going to be there. So many strong players are going to play, and US team is of course like is a very strong team, the highest rated team in the Olympiad that is there. Only two teams will be missing, that is Russia and our neighbors China. Apart from that, everybody on this planet will be participating in this Olympiad.
Nice way to put it. Okay, going forward, knight f6, attacking the pawn. There's e5, knight d5. Here, I think the main line is d4, but Bhakti went with knight f3. Again, as much as I know her, she'll go for sidelines. So knight f3, knight c6, and then went for bishop c4. Has not really gone d4, and then knight b6, bishop b3. And again, very similar,
This
right?
is the important move. Okay, this is a very important move from black side. If you don't play this move, and if you delay this move and play, let's suppose you play e6 or something, then after d4, white is quite comfortable.
Yes,
no issue.
That's right.
If you play d4 and now if you play c4, bishop will be sitting on c2 square, and this is the improved position.
Nice pawn structure. That's
and the bishops are pointing towards the king side already, and white will not go for the castle on the king side, queen side. So it's obvious that white, black will not go on the queen side. Black will castle on the king side, and white is already
looks bad. Yeah, looks bad for
maybe
black.
Sacrifice on h7.
Definitely. Anyway, going forward, here, as Atul said, it's a very important move. So since the pawn is already on e5 with d4 ideas, a move like c4, attacking the bishop, gaining a tempo. But this was Bhakti's idea from the very start to maneuver the bishop over there. So bishop c2. But the point over here is now if d3 or d4 is played, you can capture. And then white is not having that pawn chain at least. And black gets rid of the pawn chain, which would give white a huge space advantage. Yes.
And one more thing is also there, Nandini. If white tries to play d4 or something, we can end passant and
exactly.
Many people don't know about end passant, so maybe you can tell them very shortly.
Okay, so basically if the pawn moves 2 squares and then there is another pawn already besides, let's make a random move for black. I'll just make a move like h6. So here, if d4 is played and there's already a pawn, so the pawn has to move from the starting square 2 squares, and then there's already a pawn sitting here, then you have the option to capture on that very move. If you don't do it on that very move, then you don't get the chance again. So as you see, this was captured. Now let me just show you. It's not going to be possible on the very next move. Let us say I play g6 and castling, and now I want to capture. Even if I do this, see, the computer is not allowing me because it's not possible as per the FIDE laws. Okay, so that was Pasa. Let's go back. So here bishop g2 and g6 was played. Again, g6 I think is important. Another important move, this bishop was sitting there to target, right, Atul? So now with g6, not only are you blocking the diagonal, but you want to also develop here and target the e5 pawn. which is not having the support of the d4 pawn, which is also important.
That's the beauty of the c4 move.
Exactly. So here, castling, bishop g7, and queen e2 defending the pawn, and Divya just castles. And now Bhakti realizes that, okay, I want my pawn on d4 to defend this pawn, but this pawn's causing a problem. So let us deflect that pawn first. And she plays this move b3. Now the point is, if black captures, then you're happy to capture with the bishop or pawn, whatever. And this d4 and white is very, very happy.
Yeah, white should be very comfortable also. And
Yes.
white pieces will be coming up in the game. Right now, they are a little bit cramped.
Exactly. So b3 was played. And here actually Divya played a novelty. I mean, I'm not so sure she prepared this, or maybe she did. We don't know. It's a 10th move. So here she played the move d5, which is supposedly a novelty, I believe. d5.
Yeah.
So the regular moves, I think, are queen c7 or something of that sort. Queen c7, attacking the pawn, and you give up the c4 pawn.
But you will get the e5 pawn.
e5, yes. So anyway, we'll just see what she did. She went with this move d5. And yes, again, there is, you can say en or en passant as per the French pronunciation. And white can capture, but the point is, I think after capturing, you give up this pawn, but you get some tempo and some play of the pieces. I think the pawn, you get it back eventually. Knight into c4 after this.
Yes, yes. You will definitely get it back, and there are very few pieces who will be supporting that pawn.
Yeah, and white is behind in development, as we can see.
And one more thing I would like to say in this position, if white is very crazy and tries to play queen d3 to support the pawn, then after bishop f5,
then bishop f5.
Yeah, and the piece will be lost.
Yes.
Or queen is trapped.
Actually, queen is trapped.
Oh my. Crazy. The queen will be trapped in the center of the board. What else do you need on the board, right?
Exactly. So this didn't happen, of course. Bhakti did not do this. Capturing itself would have been bad. So here Bhakti said, okay, so you have ideas of also getting the bishop out, because the bishop is not having squares, right? G4 seems to be a good square to even give it up for the knight. So H3 takes care of bishop G4. And here Divya says, okay, it's time to open up the position. I am up in development. And let's just open it up. This pawn is way too strong, causing me problems. Let's get rid of it and place this move f6. And the game continues ef6, ef6, rook e1, taking control of the e file. And then bishop d7, again just developing. And finally the move d4 has been played. Now what could she do instead of d4? I think the point is, if you ever capture d4, is never happening on the board. So she went with d4 rather in this position, so that after Divya captures and queen captures, at least there's an isolated pawn on the board. So yes, black is up in development, but there's an isolated pawn. So that is the compensation she gets, Bhakti gets in this position. Okay, so here the game continued, knight e5, a very nice move again.
Centralizing
the knight.
I always like
the idea is if you capture, now I have central pawns on the board. I'm very, very happy. So of course Bhakti cannot capture this and will not capture it. But there's also another idea, I think, with this, improvising the position of the bishop in the future. So making a square. So knight e5.
And also the supporting the isolated queen pawn.
Yes, exactly. So queen d1, of course, supporting the knight. And then knight into f3, queen into f3. And
okay, I would like to mention this thing, that the square in front of the isolated queen pawn is usually a very
important.
And usually the players who are playing against the isolated queen pawn, they try to put their knight in front of the pawn.
Yes.
So that the knight will be like stopping the pawn, as well as controlling other squares.
A lot of squares around, right? Yes.
Yeah, so that's why Divya captured the knight first before playing anything else. Because
yes. Also, she played h3. Bhakti played h3, trying to stop that. We have to also mention that. Yeah, exactly. So anyway, so here Divya continued with bishop c6. As we said, now the bishop got a better square.
The idea is to play d4.
Yes. Exactly, that is an idea, right? Get rid of your weak pawn, open up the bishop. Now, if this knight was sitting over here or any other piece, let's say bishop or knight, it would have been better for
Yeah,
white,
means if
right?
you don't capture on f3, let's suppose you play bishop c6 directly.
Yeah, let's put that on the board. Bishop c6,
Then
then
knight
let's say
d4.
knight d4. Now, white is better. Considering the pawn structure, the king, if you consider, white is better, right?
Yes, yes. I will prefer
Considerably,
playing.
positionally, white is better.
Yeah.
But
Small minute changes makes a big difference in the end.
yes, exactly. So knight f3, queen f3, bishop c6. Now this knight, there's no piece over there. Now d4 seems to be unstoppable. So Bhakti goes with queen d3, gets the queen out of the way. Now let us see if anybody can guess Divya's move in this position.
Yeah.
How did Divya continue from here?
Guys, keep liking the stream and subscribe to the channel if you are new here. I'm telling you this thing. We need to reach 1000 subscribers very soon. Without your support, it's not going to happen. If anybody new, do subscribe.
Yes. And we are having these special sessions of every player every single day. So do join us in the afternoons. And the reason we're keeping it in the afternoons is because later on the Olympiad, the games will also be in the afternoons, right, Atul?
Correct.
So you guys will have it, your schedule, you'll already have it free to keep it for the Olympiad in the afternoons. So yeah, join us every day with every player. And if you have missed it, you can obviously go back and check out the stream. Yesterday we had a Nihal Sareen special. And I think last month we had a Hari Krishna special where we discussed one or two games of the players in particular. And today it's Divya Deshmukh. So
but
yeah,
now,
do join us every single
Nandhini
day.
has already mentioned we are going to have it every single day now. So you can be assured, fix your calendar that at 3 o'clock we'll be coming live and talking about our players' games.
Yes, exactly. And 2:33, let us say 3 o'clock mainly, but once in a while, if required, we may go 2:30, but otherwise 3 o'clock is the timing that we will be going for. Okay. So, has anybody guessed the move? Prince is saying F5.
Prince has suggested F5.
Okay, not bad. I think opening up for the bishop, which looks like a nice move. Also, you want to go with F5, F4, F3, right? I think F5 is a nice move. I like it. I like the move F5. But no, Divya did not play F5. Others F5 looks good.
Sorry, I'm having breakfast.
Eat, no worries. We had Anish, Aryan, Rushil. Where are they? Are they in the chat or they're not in the chat anymore?
They're gone somewhere. They're having their breakfast snacks.
Breakfast should be lunch, evening time right now. They're having their tea maybe. Evening tea.
Snacks time.
Yeah.
How is the atmosphere, by the way, Nandhini? There? Because in Pune and in my place, Parbhani, it's raining since last 5 days. It's not stopping only.
No, today it's cooled down today, but before this, the last like 4-5 days, it was very heavy. It was very harsh. Like the big droplets, it was very harsh. It did not stop raining. The whole day it was raining. But today, for some reason, it's cool. It rained a bit in the morning, but it's cool right now. So you can see some sunlight. Finally, some sunlight. Actually, sun you can see on my face. Finally, we have something.
Because my mom was telling me it's raining too hard. It's too much.
Yeah. Same over here too.
And in my Sasural also, it's raining too much. The landslides and this and that, so many things happening because it is covered with mountains everywhere. Are you having cold today?
No, I'm having some allergy though. I'm having some allergies. I don't know. Okay.
Okay, I finished my breakfast. No, I'm completely with you.
Okay, so actually my bad. F5 was played. I got the move order wrong. So yes, F5 was played first in the game. You're right, Prince. F5 was played. So first opening up for the bishop. And also, I think planning d4, f5 was played.
Give me water. Agua, por favor.
h6 would be wrong, and g6 would fall. You could not go h6, prince. So anyway, Bhakti played bishop e3. Now immediately Bhakti wants to go bishop d4, and if Divya gives Bhakti to go bishop d4, not only will the bishop be traded, but then this bishop would be blocked forever. And yeah, then I think Bhakti is obviously a better. So Divya immediately took the chance over here and played the move d4 and sacrificed her pawn right away. Sacrificed the pawn right away, and after bishop d4 came bishop d4, and here cd4 was played. Of course, Bhakti could go with queen d4, but I think she must have seen a move like queen g5, rook d8, and there's lots of attack coming on the board, so she didn't go for it. She rather went with pawn and 2. So that I think now for queen g5 there is queen g3. I think that could be an idea. I don't know. Let's see what she played anyway on the board. So queen g5 was played, but she went with g3 here. Okay, I was thinking of queen g3, but yeah, I was thinking of queen g3, just trading the queens. I think maybe g3, queen g3 would have been a better option, practically speaking, right? If you just think
it feels
about
good, but the pawn structure is still very bad. The d4 pawn will definitely fall, but
yeah, but then that's an extra pawn, no? That's an extra pawn. She's up a pawn. If she gives up that pawn, it's still all right. But it's still better. It's still better. So what she did is,
all white can just keep developing the pieces, and something will be helpful.
So, but what she played is she played g3. Now, this is not bad, but you have to defend very accurately when you, oops, what did I do? I went forward. Okay. Yeah, so she went g3. I already showed the next move, okay?
Yeah.
So she went g3. I think she could definitely defend this, but it's not easy. Now you see this bishop becomes super strong. So Divya immediately said, okay, this pawn's not defended anymore. Let's go queen h6, attack the pawn. And Bhakti went king h2 defending. But it seems like I think the g3, h3, king h2 was not very accurate. And Divya immediately went with this move f4, going for, again, hitting the king right away. Because now if you capture, I think this queen into, and then the game's over. Actually over. Actually over on the next move.
Even and it's a mate queenish.
It's mate. It's mate. Yeah. So obviously she could not capture. She went with g4 trying to block.
One of the options in that position. Queen g3 was there.
Queen g3. I think queen f2 and this is falling, no?
Yes. It will be over, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. So anyway, she went with g4, blocking the position a bit. And again, Divya says, okay, I'm going to keep improving my position every single move. And I'm going to take advantage of every pawn move that you made. You push the g3 pawn, I attack the h3 pawn. You push the g4 pawn, I can attack the f2 pawn. And goes with queen h4, attacking the f2 pawn.
Very good.
And Bhakti says, okay, queen d2. If you just notice, Divya's pieces are beautifully placed, at least these, right? Yeah. And you notice, I think these pieces are not developed. And especially when you're defending against such a bishop, you need all your pieces in the game. Even if Divya doesn't have the rook, plays the rook down, she's still winning the game probably. Okay. So here Divya said, okay, let me get another piece into the game. This knight was taking a small nap. Let's go knight d5. I think the idea is f3, knight f4, something of that sort, right? I think the knight is entering. Or knight f6, knight g4, like there's so many ideas.
Yeah.
There's so many ideas.
And another thing is also that is one of the ideas, and if bishop e4, this kind of move is played, that that is also there.
Yeah, you can still go f3, I think, no?
Yeah, still go f3, but she might capture on d5. So I'm a little bit thinking about that position.
You're thinking about what? Bishop e4 over here?
Yeah, bishop e4. I'm thinking.
Okay, if I cannot go f3, if you're saying you don't want to give the knight, I have this idea still, no? Double attack.
Yes, that's a very strong idea actually. Here, g4 pawn can be supported only with f3, but in that case, bishop captures on e4, and you have to capture. Yeah, it should be lost. Yeah. So bishop e4, basically it's not working.
Yes, I think that knight f6. No, if this doesn't work, this idea works. So
Yeah.
anyway, what happened in the game is Bhakti said, fine, finally I have to develop my pieces. Let's go knight a3, try to get the pieces into the game. Like, what can she do in this position? And Divya went f3, immediately, I think, knight f4, and a checkmate idea, right? I don't think now Bhakti can do much. She went with bishop d3, trying to defend so that you can defend that pawn there. Divya still went knight f4, bishop f1, and
And now here a very interesting move was played. Yes, I like this move.
okay.
Communication. Yeah, she is breaking the communication in the game. I like this move.
Yeah, you can. Okay, we'll do one thing, Atul. I hardly 5-6 moves are left. You explain from here the game.
Okay. So here the thing is that the communication between the pieces are very important. Like this pieces are kind of defending everything on the king side. So this queen, if you disconnect from the king side, then means white's king will be completely alone. So Divya played knight e2 in this position, like, and the f2 pawn is under attack. Queen's communication, like you can say, support of the f2 pawn is gone. And it's not so easy for white to defend in this position. The idea is simple. Queen captures a bit. If you play any random move, just check here and it's a mate. So you cannot really do anything about it. You have to remove the knight from the board. So here, like, okay, Bhakti decided to play bishop g2, a very crazy move. Even if she had gone for something like this, still it will not help. Check, and this is a mate which is there on the board. And if rook f2 is rook e2 is captured in this position, you are simply exchange up, right? After this, it's just and
I think
whatever you capture,
also.
the f2 pawn is still going to be captured. Yeah, rook f2 is just going to come on the board and should be just a winning position for Divya. So
I think bishop
she
g2
played bishop g2.
is a good try, right? Bishop g2 is a good try.
Yeah, good try.
Because if you capture now, then maybe you can. I don't know if it's really no. Actually, I don't think it's ever going to work.
No,
but maybe give
still
exactly. Oh wait, there's queen check. No perpetual.
Check is there. Yeah. Then
I
it
can
should
try a perpetual or something.
Yeah, queen e5.
I don't know, but something, trying to get in.
Or maybe we can just capture queen f2. It should also be very plus position.
Should be winning.
Because if you capture, obviously it is good, and even if you give check, we can just simply play this.
Yes, exactly.
The threats of these are there on the board, and even if you don't get anything, it is still winning position because queen f4 check, mate is threatened. White should be.
This is just lost. Actually, one more checkmate. No, g1 queen is a mate.
Yeah, and rook g1 if you stop, queen f4 is a mate.
Then queen f4. Yeah, obviously, yes.
Yeah. So it is, and if you capture, obviously this is a very strong position for black. Everything is like dominating. Even if you play this, we can simply play this, and the rook will be played on this side. It should be better.
That's just lost. Yeah, that should be lost endgame.
Okay, fine. So that's the thing over here.
Bishop g2.
Bishop g2. She played queen f2.
Not really caring.
Yeah, she's going to capture on g2, and it's a mate. So opponent here, Bhakti captured on e2. She captured on e2. Still queen g2 is a checkmate threatened because this bishop is attacking the g2 bishop, and d5 blocking the thing. But she says, oh sorry.
Oh, don't worry. Let's go back.
No. I accidentally played something else. Sorry, my bad. Okay, d5. Rook a d8, just attacking this pawn and pinning also rook e1, and she captures d5. Now again the attack is going to be there. The queen is also under attack. Queen captures e2, and now she plays a good move. That was rook to d2. Still putting pressure on this second rank. Rook on the second rank or the 7th rank, we always know this thing, that it's a very good place for the rook. Right, Nandhini?
Yes.
Yeah, so here she gave a last check, and we already saw after this check, we don't need to play king h8 or king g7. We can simply play rook to f7, and
this is also winning. Rook f7 is winning, but she went with queen f7.
Queen f7. She just played queen f7, and there is no check or something.
I think rook g2 idea and anything. Actually, both are winning, so there's nothing to say.
You cannot really defend the g2 bishop. That's why even if you capture here, it is just like one move you are delaying, because this rook is going to come on the f2 square, and it should just bishop will be captured, and white should be winning.
Yes.
If knight c4, just capture king here, and okay, you can do this check, and it's winning. You are already rook up.
Upper rook anyway, right?
By the way, for the people who have subscribed today, 2 people have subscribed. That's means a lot to us. 971 is the subscribers count now. We are just 29 subscribers away from 1000, the magical figure. Yeah. So I hope that you will definitely do that thing and you will subscribe. We will keep meeting again and again. So Bhakti,
yes, definitely.
Bhakti's game is over. Nandhini, should we go to the next?
No, I think
Bhakti so many times.
Yeah, I think we've seen 2 games.
Yeah,
2 games I think we will wrap up now. I think we can wrap up.
Yeah.
And so 2 games. I hope you guys enjoyed. These were really instructive games, and it was actually nice to re-watch these games again, especially the
I'm
first
saying like
one.
you are struggling with your nose. Yeah, I think you need to rest.
Yeah, that's another reason I'm like I have to get out and do something about it.
Yeah. You take care of your nose and your health because it's cold also. No? It's raining. I know it's very cold.
Yeah. So
because in Pune and like in my town, it's very cold right now.
Yeah, it's been cold here also. I've been wearing a jacket. I've been wearing full sleeves every day. I still feel cold. It's been cold over here. I usually you don't just feel cold in Goa, right? It's hot, but there's no sun. It was pretty cold, pretty cool. Okay, so
Okay, let's stop the stream. Then you can stop it. Thank you very much, guys, for joining us here, for watching the games and enjoying with us. We also learn, and you also learn. It is a win-win situation for us.
And yeah, we will see you guys tomorrow. And Prince, yes, I will start playing tournaments after the Olympiad. Atul will make sure of that. No need to worry.
Yes, I will make sure that she is going to play in Europe.
We'll see when, where, what.
I will only book the apartment.
We'll see. But yeah, it's been a long time. I'm frustrated for not playing, but we'll see. That's coming up later. Let's just meet you guys.
First Olympiad is the priority.
Yes. Meet you guys again tomorrow. We are also posting videos about every Olympiad. So guys, if you want to support us, please check out those videos. We're putting history videos. Today in the evening, we'll put another one. So do go and check them out. Hit the like button and just get to know a little about the players' chess history. It'll be very useful to you in general. And yeah, we'll see you guys again tomorrow in our next stream. Till then, bye-bye. Ta-ta.
See you.